Yeah, hello, that's JP. I hope you guys are doing well. I do today a video about our budget, our monthly budget. What do we spend in a month? I arrived end of October here. We had the transition phase of 8-9 days in a hotel. So from those days I'm not talking. But since beginning of November 3rd, we are living in a condo here in Cebu City in IT Park. And so we have already 2 times monthly expenses, and we write everything down. And I put everything on an Excel file and see where we over budget, where we are under budget. I did the same when I lived in Canada before, and it's quite interesting to see. And I want also to say thanks to all those guys who did this in the last 2 years on YouTube, to all those video bloggers who pulled their pants down, their budget, how much they spent. And it was very, very helpful for me because I collected numbers. You guys could not see this, but I collected all your numbers, what everyone said. And I said to myself, thanks to you guys, I will do the same, maybe for someone in Germany, in Canada, in the United States, Australia, or wherever, who also want to know how much it costs. So our costs are certainly based in Cebu City, or as I always say, Peso City, because Cebu City is, especially here in this IT park, it is a little bit more expensive. You can live in other areas in the Philippines, way, way cheaper. I was just recently in Bacolod, Negros Occidental, and I had to recognize, wow, everything is 20-25% cheaper. Also on groceries, cigarettes, beer, and. So, okay, I'm talking here from IT Park, and I will show you now all the numbers from November. I will show you the numbers from December. Just as a hint, how we deal with this. Steli and me, we made a budget planning when I was always still in Canada, and I always sent her the file, and she, once a day she approved it and said, okay, this could works. And and then based on this budget, I transfer to her in future every month the money, and she is dealing with this, not me. She is dealing with this. In Canada, before I arrived, I transferred her 6 times the budget for 6 months, because it was pretty clear we will stay 6 months in Cebu and then we are going somewhere else. I transferred to her, it was way over 600,000 peso what I transferred to her. And she is managing our monthly budget, not me. She is doing this. She pick up the money, she write it down. She has a personal book where she write all the expenses down, and she is very, very accurate with this, and picky, what is good, and so this is the way how we work. And now I will show you what is our budget monthly and how much indeed we spent in November and December, and then I give some keynotes what is included and what is not included. Okay. So we have here our November 24 budget. We have here rent, electric, water, the tap water, the standard water for shower and internet, TV, cell phone, groceries, transportation, entertainment, laundry, household, Steli extra. I will explain this. So, and I made a budget that was a budget. So we start with the rent. The rent is 25,000, and indeed we found a unit here for 25,000 in Cebu IT Park. We have everything in walking distance. It's great. It's fantastic. 25,000 the rent. We spent 25,000. We have to pay the rent, certainly, and we are in 25,000. So electricity. And this is an interesting part. I watched so many videos where people were saying we pay for electricity 10,000, 12,000, 15,000 pesos. I heard horror numbers, especially from IT Park. Yeah, and so my budget was actually we have to pay 15,000, but I reduced it to 11,000. So in November, our budget was 11,000 for electricity, and we had to pay 1,420. And this is here at the Avida Reala Tower 3. Yeah, we are on Jose Maria del Mar Street. Yeah, we are 10 minutes away directly from Zukbo, Mercado. We have everything, Ayala Mall here close by. So 1,420. And I could not believe it. And in November I said to Stelly, they made a mistake. They made a mistake. Wait up for the December. But when you see in December, we paid 1,580 peso more. So this is the reality. Our air conditioning is running 24/7. Our fridge is running 24/7. When we are going out in the evening, we let even a light on. We have here a big PC. Steady has a notebook, we have a big TV, but the TV we not really use. We are both more internet guys. Yeah. Our air conditioning temperature, it sounds crazy, we have the temperature on 25 degrees. Now, probably you would say, oh, it's way too warm. No, it's not too warm. Yeah, when you're coming from outside 37 degrees and you're entering a room what is 25 degrees, then you say, wow, it's pretty cold. Yeah, and Stelly is not used to air conditioning. She lived in the wilderness without an aircon. Yeah, she comes in and she's freezing. She's freezing. Yeah, and so, but we have fresh air. Even in the night, I open a little bit the window to get a little bit oxygen into it. And so we pay 1,500 electricity. Yeah, so much to those numbers, these horror numbers, what was distributed from others. I don't know what they are doing. I have no clue. So, water, I calculated, tap water, wastewater, and the water, what you use for shower, and we don't have a wash machine, I have to say this. Calculated 2,000, in November we paid 655, so we saved money. December 2000, I calculated, we paid 700. This is not the final number, but he told us, we get the water bill always some days later. He said it will be pretty much the same as last month. So I say 700. Internet TV. So for TV we don't pay because TV is an Android TV. This is very popular here. You can sign up for Netflix and Amazon Prime and blah, blah, blah. They have some TV channels based on internet. Our internet connection itself, it's Globe Internet. It's very stable, it's very good, it's reliable, it's fast. And internet I calculated on the budget for 2,000 and we pay 1,900 every month. And it is really, really good. We never had 1 hour outage or whatever, and we are both actually 24/7 on the internet. So, also there we are in, or better, we saved money. Cell phones. Still you have a cell phone, I have a cell phone. Both certainly with a Filipino number. In November, Still had 2 SIM cards for what reasons ever. That we calculated 500, we paid in November 500. So, and in December, we calculated 500 and I needed a load for 100 100 peso, and I got, I don't know, 24 gig from Dito with all those small gifts and presents what they did. And Stelly needed only 50. So we paid 150 peso for cell phone, data and phone. So next is here. It's time to move it a little bit. Sorry for that. Groceries, food, drinks. So I calculated 30,000. When we are talking now from groceries, food, drinks, this is everything that is related to food and drinks. Eating inside or going to a restaurant or going to McDonald's or going to Supermercado. So, and when we are going shopping for groceries and we are adding a hair shampoo, this is also on that bill. Yeah. So, also there is a little bit of combination with a household money, but let's stay here. So I calculated 30,000. That's 1,000 peso a day. Sounds actually less. We eat 3 times a day. We have a breakfast, standard breakfast. We have a lunch, what we mainly eat at home, not always. And then in the evening we are going out. This can be McDonald's, can be a pizza, can be Supermercado, can be anything. So, and we calculated 30,000. We spent it in November 27,000, so we saved a little bit money. In December, we calculated 30,000 as always, but we overspent it 5,470. And this number is to explain why. Because we had in December, we made our Baco lot tour. We was driving, we was outside, we was 4 or 5 days here, not here. So when you are on the road, you sleep in hotels, you eat outside, it's more expensive. Transportation is the next one. Transportation, we had beginning of November, we had no car. Yeah, so we had always to pay for a taxi, for a Grab or those things. So, and at the same time in November, I had always to go to the visa office back and forth, and this is some kilometers away from here. It's more south, Cebu south. So, and I had to go to a medical check, to MBI or the FBI check, and then I had to go again for a meeting to sign up papers and blah, 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 blah. So indeed, we overpaid by more than 100%. Then end of November, I got the car, what I purchased. So, and funny wise, we got so many extras, but a full fuel load was not included. So we had to spend 2,000 for fuel. So this is then also here. In December, transportation, 4,000. Budget, we spent it 4,865. Why? I don't know. Probably the fuel prices was high because we always drove the car, but we made also a lot of touring with the car, several videos, which one are not released yet. And when you have a new car, come on, you wanna enjoy it. Make a joyride. And so. Then we have here entertainment as well. Entertainment. And in the first weeks of November, we recognized, because so as I said, we don't have a wash machine. And laundry. We have the laundry directly here on the first floor, downwards. We just go with the elevator around the corner, we can drop the laundry. Next day we get it back. So, but we never calculated laundry. And I use a lot of shirts. Especially in November, I was sweating like crazy. I was absolutely sweating like crazy. So, and we had to go every 4 or 5 days to a laundry. To get my t-shirts washed or my shirts washed. So, and then we said, okay, entertainment, laundry, we never calculated laundry. Entertainment, My laundry can also be a kind of entertainment. So, however, blah blah, our budget for entertainment and laundry. Entertainment is not to going outside and drink a beer. This goes for groceries, food, drinks. Also entertainment is when we going on a sightseeing tour, the parking fee is 150 peso and the entrance is 250 peso. This is for us entertainment. If you would go to a cinema, the tickets are 500 peso. This would be entertainment, not to going out and eat and drink outside. This is not for us entertainment. This goes under groceries and food. So, again, 6,000 we planned, a pretty big number. We spent them at just a half, and in December was pretty much the same. So we saved 3,790 in December, what is good. Then household. What is household? Yeah. So as I said, household and groceries is a little bit connected. Yeah, it's because we not want to calculate every item, every roll of toilet paper separately. This was 10 pesos and there was 25 pesos. Yeah, so it's a little bit combined. We try to keep it separated. Household is clothing, shoes, for example, medicine, vitamins, supplements, stuff like that. But also it can be electric devices. We need a pen. So let's buy a pen. So this is our household in a month, 14,000. We spent in November 19,000. Certainly we spent. Because I was thinking about everything, but when you are moving into a condo, certainly we had here, the bed was there, the sheet was there, the pillows was there, the pen was there, the plates was there, the forks, the knife was there, everything was there. But I said, you know what, I don't know who used it and for how long. So we purchased everything new. Also to have a better feeling, and so, and there we overspent it a lot. But I think it was worth to do this. This is a one-time expense. So otherwise our budget is 14,000 peso per month. Then in December, you can see our budget for household items was 14,000 and we just spent 8,000. So what we overspent here, we got back here. So then, Steli extra. So this is also a story. I try to make it as quick and as short as possible. I know long videos are not attractive. Steli get from me not only the budget 102,500 every month. She get it. She's dealing with all those costs, not me. I just collecting the numbers. She has the money in her wallet. This is not me. This is her. I call her account manager. And so Steli has a house in Magalona. This is a little bit north of Bacolod, Negros Occidental, where she was living. And when she was living there, before we met, she had a job at the church. She earned a little bit money. And so a house, everyone knows it, there are always costs involved. Electricity, internet, and blah, 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 all kind of stuff. The family members are living there. Some of them, they have a job, they can put something into the basket and say, let's buy food. Steli was one of them who did this. Now he is gone. So she explains the situation to me. And because I said from the beginning on, this is this magic word, family support. When you start with family support as an expat, you start small and every week somebody comes. The kid is sick, we have to pay for the doctor, the boy needs better shoes, and the dog from the neighbor is hungry and blah blah blah. This is an endless story. Then you pay and pay and pay. And I said, I don't pay family support. So, and I found a way for me to say, no, I don't pay family support. I pay to Steli 8,000 peso extra in a month. She pull it out from the account, from this 102,500, what she get every month. She pull out 8,000, transfer it to on the Gcash account. Some insiders will know what it is. And she transfer to her niece, who is living in the house. Yeah, and she gets the money, and she is dealing with this 8,000 pesos in their house, yeah, to cover costs and cover for maybe a little bit more. So I'm not paying money, I'm just paying to Steli. What Steli is doing with this money, I don't know. This is what I always say. Certainly she tells me, but I said I have nothing to do with this. So I'm not paying family support, I'm paying for Steli something extra. So 8,000, why you paid 17,000? No, it was medical expenses, what Steli had to do before, yeah, and there was a totally different story. I don't want to talk about this. Here is not, again, 15,500 has also nothing to do. This one extra expenses, but has nothing to do with Steli. I just placed it here, otherwise the number would be too good. So, however, now quicker. 102,500 was our budget. We was overspending by 1,630 peso in November. Wow, pretty cool. 102,500 was our budget in December. And we was under. Actually, we only spent it 95,405. And I can tell you guys, we're living very, very, very good. Yeah, sorry, I had to change the battery. From the camera, not from me. So, what is not included? Beer, as I mentioned it, cigarettes, in Canada expenses. So, beer, cigarettes is not valid for each and everyone. Some guys are not drinking alcohol or beer. Cigarettes, they are also non-smokers. Canada expenses, I have Canada expenses. This is a bank account, what I have to pay. This is a cell phone, what I have to pay, because I need a Canadian phone number to do my online banking. Very important. Don't forget this, guys, when you come over here. You need this. And yeah, and then I have mail forwarding any mail. This is every mail that I receive on my old address is forwarded to another address in Toronto, and they sort the mail out. They open the mail, yes. If they think it's important, they scan it in and send it to me, and I can say, yeah, that's important or it's not important. So works very well. It's cost me also monthly, I don't know, $11 or $13, no idea. So, these are the Canada expenses. So, and these are the so-called returning costs. Returning costs, every month the costs are there. Beer and cigarettes, when I see this number here on the right side, there is space. 7,000 should cover this one in a month, is my opinion. But right now we are collecting numbers, and this will go definitely until March, probably until end of April. Yeah, so maybe this will goes out. Canada expenses I always will pay directly from my Canadian account, because I cannot do it from here, it's impossible. So, one-time costs, what we had in November, December. There was certainly, we purchased the car payment, car registration. I purchased this big PC here in front of me. It was not cheap, and I purchased a notebook for Steli, that she can do her stuff. We had our Christmas travel to Bacolod. This is also not included in this cost. Yeah, condo deposit rent, when we started to rent in November, we had to make 1 month's deposit, 25,000, what we get back end of April when we are moving out. Then we recognized, oh, it's great to have a car, but you have to park it somewhere. So we had to rent a parking spot here in this condo building. They have a huge parking garage. It's basically empty. But it costs us 5,000 peso in a month. This is also not included in this number. 5,000, we paid it right away for 5 months. 25,000, I paid it from my Canadian account because this is not steady thing. I wanted to have a car. So one-time costs, but is not included in this number. Then the cost for CNG. Who is CNG? CNG is the agency, the visa office, who helped me with my SRV visa. I got approved. I made the oath. No, oath was not an oath. I just signed a paper. Yeah, and so I can stay as long as I want. This is like a green card for the United States, a SRV visa for Philippine. I can stay here. I can leave Philippine. I can come back whenever I want. I'm like a Filipino here right now with this visa, and this is lifetime. It's lifetime. Yeah. So and it costed a little bit more than the after expenses, but maybe I make once a day a video from that one. And now the big thing is healthcare. So I always said when I go to the Philippines, I sign up here healthcare with a healthcare company, yeah, for me and for Steli. Yeah, because safety first, yeah, because can always something happen, and. But there are two things you have to consider when you are doing this. Number one is your age. I'm now 61, I can make it. I can sign up, and my budget is 4,000 Canadian dollar. It's quite a high budget per year, by the way. Yeah, for me and for Steli. This would work for the next 4 years. But there is one problem. Those healthcare companies always say, if you have a sickness and this is based on the past, also it's a follow-up sickness, because actually you had the sickness already 10 years ago, even if you don't recognize this. So then you have to prove that you didn't have the sickness before you came to the Philippines. Otherwise they are not paying. So that means then I would pay every month my premium to the healthcare insurance, and when I really need them, they will tell me, no, you was already before sick. And with 61 years this can happen to you. That they say this. And then I'm in the situation that I have to prove that I was not sick. Yeah, how you can prove this? No? So, and this is what scares me a little bit with this one. So I keep the 4,000 Canadian dollar what I allocated for healthcare. I keep it now on my Canadian account. This is not much money. When really something bad happens, you can do nothing. But actually, I'm still injured in Canada until end of April. So, and then in May, I have to think about what I'm doing, healthcare. So, and but this would be also a big expense, and that's why I made here a question mark. I don't know, will I do this or not? Otherwise, my regular monthly costs in Canada, monthly costs are $110. This is pretty low. And this one, 102,000, what I have here, is based on 2,500 Canadian dollar. So 2,500 Canadian dollar, euro, US, it's not equal, but goes in the same direction. Let's call it 1,750 euro or US dollar. We are living with two people here at Cebu City IT Park. We have only a studio apartment, 26 square meter, but this is good enough for us. We have everything in walking distance. Do you need a car here? No, you don't need a car here. Absolutely not. They have public transportation. All the buses are going in all directions and cost like next to nothing. So this is our budget. So 2,500, two people. We eating good when we going shopping. Steady grab what she want. Is it potato chips or vegetables? She take what she like. I do the same. I grab turkey, cut a turkey breast for breakfast, and you're taking U.S., Canadian, European food. So we're living very, very good. And yeah, this is our budget. Again, what is included, what is not included, I said to you. And yeah, I hope that I could help a little bit, the one or the other one, with this kind of information. And otherwise, the video is already way too long. I know it. If somebody has a question, just write it in the comments. I will answer guaranteed. Okay, thank you, good night, good luck, and all the best. The outtakes. The outtakes was during my video budget editing. Steady said, because she went to church at the Ayala, and I just wanted to place everything, and she said, "Oh, honey, can you come? I forgot my umbrella." Yeah, it was really raining like hell. Two times I was sitting on the ground. One time in front of the elevator because the window was open in the hallway, and I slipped. So and then another time when I went out on the mat and I slipped again. Yeah. Now I'm sitting here in a non-DSA. I'm not in the smoking area, but I said I don't care. If a marshal comes, what I don't believe, then I say sorry, man. Had really a hard day. So these are the outtakes of the budget video. What I do now before I finalize it. It's really a rainy day. So, and hopefully the budget video what I will release, then hopefully in dry conditions will be better. Yeah, and now the rain stopped. Nice. Okay. Hopefully it's good for you guys, helpful. I hope I explained everything very well. And see you next time. Thank you.